Hi, this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils, Health Matters, and Living the Wholesome Life, and we are on part 3 of today's BOGO. Today's BOGO is a gigantic wine, so we had to split it up into 3 parts so that you could take a break in between listening to the different to info about the different oils, the emotional and physical benefits. So, the BOGO for today is if you buy a Melissa oil for $115. I know it sounds like a lot, but if you listen to the videos, you're going to see this is one amazing deal. Anyway, when you buy the Melissa oil for $115, you get the free Roman Chamomile and a free Yellow Mandarin. Okay, to learn about the Melissa, go look at the Melissa video. To learn about the Roman Chamomile, go look at the Roman Chamomile video. To this video, we are just going to be talking about the free oil of the BOGO, which is Yellow Mandarin. Okay, so physically, Yellow Mandarin. So let me tell you about the where it comes from first. Mandarin is a tree. We know, like orange, apple trees, lemon trees, tangerine trees. The mandarin plant is a tree, and it is a small evergreen tree with one main trunk and lots of little droopy branches, and it gives us 4 different essential oils. So the mandarin tree produces so much fruit, like it's so good at what it does, that it produces so much fruit that if you don't trim away some of the fruit, it will break the branches. Anyway, I'm sure we can think of something with that one. Anyway, but so you have to pull off the different fruit at different stages to make sure that the tree is nurturing the fruits that actually come into full fruition. So you have you have 3 different essential oils that come from the fruit, and then one more essential oil that the tree gives us. Now the 3 essential oils that come from the fruit are: 1, the green mandarin. That's when the fruit is pricked when it's totally not ripe at all. It hasn't started to ripen. You just see the fruit, but it's not like the ripened fruit. And then they'll pick that, and that becomes the green mandarin oil. Now, green mandarin, it's one of the most uplifting scents, and super childlike. It completely reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of those green, they used to have like wacky wafers. You have to be my age to even know what those candies are, but it smells exactly like wacky wafers, and it's just a very powerfully uplifting scent. Now, okay, before I go into the scents and everything else, I want to explain these 3 different fruits kind of in their actions and their activity within us. So the green mandarin is compared to the maiden, or a child, like just a very childlike form. It's high energy. It's full of possibilities. It's beautiful at helping us see the possibilities. Okay, so that's the green mandarin fruit. Then you have the yellow mandarin fruit. Now the yellow mandarin, which is picked when it's halfway ripe, but not all, because you want to keep the tree balanced. So you're picking fruit as it supports the tree to pick it, and as the fruit. Anyway, I'm not the expert on how to take care of green mandarin. I'm just telling you what I've learned. Anyway, so the yellow mandarin fruit is picked when it's partially ripe. Okay, and this represents the mother in us, the creative person, the person that's doing the work, doing the job, and doing the creative work. And today we're going to be learning more about that oil. Now the last oil is the beautifully full, ripe, sweet fruit, which is red mandarin. So you have green mandarin, unripe fruit; yellow mandarin, semi-ripe fruit; and then red mandarin, fully ripe fruit. You have the possibilities, you have the work, that energy stage, and then you have the sweetness, enjoying, celebrating what's been accomplished. So of all the mandarin oranges, well, first of all the mandarin oranges, definitely remind us to be more playful as we go through life. But it's the yellow mandarin that actually has the most floral scent to it. I picked it up. It's right here. I've been diffusing it today. I put it in my water to drink today as well. You can definitely tell that it comes from the same plant as the green mandarin and the red mandarin. But the scent, all of the scents of each of the mandarin oils are so pretty. Okay. Okay, and I told you that there were the four essential oils that were produced. You have the green mandarin essential oil, the yellow mandarin essential oil, the red mandarin essential oil, and then you have a mandarin petitgrain oil that is made from the twigs and the leaves of the mandarin tree. So, physically, 3 things that I want you to know about yellow mandarin oil is that it's so good for balancing out our skin. If we have skin that's too oily, it's very balancing to our skin and very clarifying to our skin. So you could pop a couple drops into your cleanser, into your moisturizer, and put that on. Now, the one thing that you need to know about citrus oils is they can make your skin more photosensitive. So I would say only do that at night. You don't want to do that in the morning. Unless you're using green mandarin essential oil, and you can use that for that same purpose because it's been picked before it gets those chemical constituents that make your skin more sensitive to light. Anyway, so but you can definitely use yellow mandarin essential oil in your skincare line at night to help clarify and even out oil production. Okay, the second thing that you need to know about yellow mandarin oil is it's very supportive to our respiratory system. So, diffuse it. Put a couple drops on into some carrier oil like olive oil or coconut oil. Put that on your chest. Let that beautifully help open up your chest and help ease breathing. And the last thing that I wanted to tell you about was it's great for our digestive system. So you can put a couple drops in water, drink that down. You can put that in coconut oil, olive oil, rub that onto your stomach just to help you stay more regular. Yellow mandarin oil, those are my top 3 benefits. Oh, I did say that you can use it internally. I'm just going to say I only like doTERRA. I would only trust doTERRA essential oils to use internally. They third-party test every single batch of oil. Anyway, that's the way. That's the reason why I would only use doTERRA essential oils for internal use. Because they're therapeutic grade, certified pure. Okay, hopping into the emotional side, and you know I love the physical side, but I also love delving into the emotional side and what it helps us with. So yellow mandarin, it's going to be great for emotional tension. It's going to be great to help us be resilient, and I just love that word, resilient. It helps us regain that childlike ability to just get back up every time we get knocked down. You know, babies, they're trying to walk. Do they stumble and just stay there? No. Like, babies will try just to roll over. And then they try to crawl. And then they try to walk. And then they try to talk. And they know they're going to get there. Like yellow mandarin, it brings in the confidence. It brings in the confidence that we're going to get there someday. So why are we going to quit trying? Why? No, we're going to keep trying, because when we keep trying, it makes it so we get there someday. And that's what yellow mandarin does. Yellow mandarin can help us not be so concerned when we meet the challenges that life gives us. And like, would we be strong people if we didn't have some challenges in our lives? Would we be smart? Would we learn anything? I don't think so. I think sometimes those challenges teach us good lessons and make us better people. So we're going to have challenges in life, and we can deal with them with ease and with grace. And especially as we have yellow mandarin in our back pocket to diffuse, to pull out, smell, just to remind us, you know what, we are going to get there as we keep walking. It can help us not be so weighed down with the cares of life. It can help promote feelings of deep happiness. It is especially good for people who tend to dwell in the past, or whether that past is good, you know, oh, high school, it was so wonderful, and then they don't do anything, right? Or maybe they tend to dwell on past traumas, past hurts, resentments, whatever. Yellow Mandarin is like, hey, come on, where are you living? Like, that happened like 20 years ago. Let's hop into today. Yes, that was wonderful that you did that yesterday. Let's hop into today. What are we going to accomplish today? And yeah, that was too bad that that happened to you yesterday. But do we really want to let it taint today? I don't think so. We don't need to keep letting other things from the past taint today. I don't think so. So it reminds us we're going to live today. We're going to learn from the past. We're going to plan for tomorrow, but we are going to live in today. Okay. Okay. It can help us look rationally at our world and at our ideas. For example, maybe when we were 9 years old, we were like, your mom said, you can't go to that birthday party until you get your room cleaned up, and maybe you decided to call your bluff and you didn't get your room cleaned up until you realized that she really wasn't going to take you to the birthday party, and then you're like, Mom, you're so mean, can't I come back and clean this afterward? And your mom said something like, hun, you tell me that all the time, but then you come home and you play with your friends instead of cleaning up. No, you need to clean up your room, and you're like thinking your mom is so mean and just doesn't understand, and she actually makes you clean your room before you go to the birthday party. But like, children, they can get mistaken feelings about the good that parents are trying to do. Maybe, you know, like sometimes you meet a teacher and they're so strict and they're so whatever, and then you come to know the teacher and you realize what an awesome teacher they are, and you love how strict they were because it just made you into like the best writer ever, or now you absolutely know your multiplication facts or calculus or whatever it is that strict teacher did. It helps us to see where people are really helping instead of being mean, or where they're really helping instead of hurting us. Or, you know, sometimes people have tough conversations with us and we don't like them for it. Yellow Mandarin, it can help us, you know, get back into our adult brain and realize, hey, you were doing that because you loved me. You were doing that because you cared about me, and thank you for it. Yellow Mandarin is the adult. It's the creative adult. Okay. Yellow Mandarin can be very good for people who are trapped in the past and who never learned to control their emotions and let their emotions, instead of letting their emotions control them. Okay? So if you tend to be someone who gets really easily flooded and tends to let your emotions take control, it's time to let that childish habit from the past go. It's time for us to own our own emotions and be the ones in control, right? Now notice that I said childish, not childlike. Childish meaning something not so good, and childlike means something so good that we want to make sure we're keeping that. The letting our emotions control is something really that we may have learned when we were 2 years old, but it's definitely time to cut ties with that emotional pattern and move on to being the ones in control, right? Knowing a little bit more who we are, knowing when we need to stop, walk away from situations, change things, come back to a place of calm before readdressing things. And we're not just going to get out of control and then let the monkeys run wild either, right? Nuh-uh, we're not going to do that. We are going to calm ourselves down, come from a piece of love, and help things get into healthy beautiful states. Okay, Yellow Mandarin, it can help with forgiveness. Again, whether that forgiveness is us, whether that is forgiveness is forgiving someone else, it helps us come to a place of forgiveness where we're like, the past is past. There's nothing I can change from the past. I'm going to learn from it, and I'm moving on, and I'm sticking in today. Yellow Mandarin, it can help us stick to projects, right? It's the creative, it's the do it. We're gonna do it. You know, you have those people in your life that they're just like, get it done, just get it done. Well, that's what Yellow Mandarin is gonna be. It's gonna be like, let's do this. Like Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Yes, we can. I know, 9 children, 7 boys. My brain thinks in TV cartoons sometimes. Yellow Mandarin, I know I've already mentioned it, but it is so good for our self-esteem. Pair it with bergamot, the oil of self-love. If you're starting to have some self-doubts creep in as you're trying to hit major goals, Yellow Mandarin, it can help give you that beautiful uplifting energy. Pairing it with bergamot too is going to be a beautiful blend to help you reach your goals, bring on the self-esteem. Yellow Mandarin also, you know, it wants us to live from today, but it also says, hey, learn the lessons from yesterday. And it's okay. It's okay. Yep. I realize you made a lot of mistakes, and I know I made a lot of mistakes yesterday, and every single day of my life made tons of mistakes, right? But I can learn from them. I have the ability to learn, and so do you. It's great for, you know, just learning the lessons of life. Some people in conversations tend to be domineering and perfectionistic and or feel like they have to do everything for themselves. It helps us to calm down. It helps us realize I don't have to do everything myself. You can help too, and that will give me growth, and it will give you growth. And it can help people who feel like they have to be perfectionist to step back, think about it. Do I really need this to be perfect? I remember there was a talk given by Dieter F. Uchtdorf, who is an apostle in our church, and he said, I want you to remember the difference between a good and a bad sacrifice. A good sacrifice might be, I don't know, going without lunch or going out without breakfast or lunch for, you know, several minutes to help your children get braces on their teeth so they can have great teeth, right? You're not starving yourself. You're just kind of delaying a little bit, but that could be a good sacrifice. Good sacrifice is not buying the ice cream or not buying the cigarette so your children can get, you know, dental work done. Good sacrifice is yeah, I'm going to get up and I'm actually going to get up and go take care of something that's out in the rain, even though I don't want to get out in the rain because I don't want it to be ruined. Do you see a good sacrifice? Because like bad sacrifice is when you you're up all night doing something that in 2 minutes or in 3 that no one's going to appreciate. Okay, or whatever. I don't know. You know what? I don't need to tell you the difference between a good sacrifice and a bad sacrifice. I'm sure you know what it is, but Yellow Mandarin is just helps us see that we don't have to do everything, right? We don't have to be everything to everyone. We can stick with our priorities. We can let the other things go. We don't need to sacrifice the most important for things that are less important. I guess that's the difference. Okay, so if you're looking for a principle for a good sacrifice and a bad sacrifice is when you sacrifice something that's not as important for something more important. And a bad sacrifice is when you sacrifice something that's really important for something that's really not high on the level of importance at all. So let's make sure that we're sacrificing the worst for the best instead of sacrificing the best for the worst. Okay, I'm sure you're with me on that one. Anyway, and then if you do tend to be domineering, it can help us say, hey, that's not working really well. So let's change that. Let's start seeing people as equals. My thoughts are equal to your thoughts. My feelings are equally valid as your feelings, and let's work through this together instead of just trying to ramrod things through. Again, if you tend to be a people pleaser too, it can help us kind of stop that and start asking for what we really want and need, and start setting up for what we really want and need. Okay, those are some of the beautiful benefits of Yellow Mandarin Essential Oil. Again, I remember how I said it helps us to digest. It helps with our digestion. Well, it can also help us digest life. So if you're using it for digestion, go ahead, pair it with cinnamon, pair it with turmeric, pair it with fennel. Oh my gracious, those are beautiful oils to help with digestion. And if you're trying to bring back that joyous energy, pair it with ylang-ylang, magnolia, or neroli. And then if you're trying to just open up and see the possibilities that the world has, pair it with eucalyptus. Now, I definitely have some songs for you, because you know, we always love to explore essential oils and music therapy and positive affirmations in the same posts. So here is my positive affirmation for you when it comes to Yellow Mandarin. And before I tell you these, again, I wanted to emphasize this. It helps us be more childlike in our ability to bounce back after encountering the challenges of life. So my positive affirmation for Yellow Mandarin is, I am resilient, and it's the storm, not me, that's going to go away, right? I am resilient. It's the storm, not me, that's going to go away. Maybe I'm resilient. I hold my road and keep going toward my goals no matter what life brings. Pick your own favorite affirmation for Yellow Mandarin. Which of the benefits, emotional benefits, do you like the most? I like, my favorite is, I am resilient. It's the storm, not me, that's going to go away. Okay, and then I thought I would pair it with 3 different songs. I know it's so hard to choose a song, so I'm going to just give you 3 of my favorites. One is Inch by Inch, Row by Row. We're going to make this garden grow. I think it's called the Garden Song. But it just talks about we're going to be creative. We're going to plan how we want the garden, and then we're going to work toward it. And we're going to find joy in the work time. We're going to find joy in the work time. And then if you're pairing it that, you know, getting back up again, definitely you can pair it with Get Back Up Again from the first Trolls movie. I just actually watched that movie for the first time ever, even though I've loved this song for years now. But I just watched the Trolls movie. It is super cute. And I love the song about no matter what happens in life, I am getting back up again. I am that strong. And you are that strong too. And then the third song I couldn't help but pair with this affirmation is, it's a storm, not me, that's going to blow away from The Secret Garden. So if you haven't seen that musical, oh, it's a beautiful musical. Can't wait till things open up more so we can actually go and enjoy musicals and live theater live. Anyway, that is everything that I have to say about Yellow Mandarin. Remember, this BOGO ends at 11:59 Mountain Time tonight. So to get your Melissa oil, to buy the Melissa oil for $115, and then to get the beautiful Roman Chamomile and get the beautiful Yellow Mandarin, it is a whopper of a good deal. Okay, this is Suzanne Williams. Hold on. Yep, okay. This is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils, Health Matters, and Living the Wholesome Life, reminding us all that we have an incredible ability with God to make every day a great day.